Welcome to Skill Venue. In this video, we are going to learn about the Quick Access Toolbar. Located just above the ribbon, the Quick Access Toolbar lets you access common commands no matter which tab is selected. By default, it includes the save, undo, and repeat commands. You can add other commands depending on your preference. To add commands to the Quick Access Toolbar, click the drop-down arrow to the right of the Quick Access Toolbar. Select the commands you want to add from the drop-down menu, and the command is added. We will now look at this in Excel sheet. We click the drop-down arrow to open the Quick Access Toolbar. We select the option, and the Sort Ascending option is added to the Quick Access Toolbar. So today we learned about the Quick Access Toolbar and how we add commands to the Quick Access Toolbar. Thank you. Welcome to Skill Venue. In this video, we're going to learn about the Backstage view. The Backstage view gives you various options for saving, opening a file, printing, and sharing your workbook. To access the Backstage view, simply click the File tab on the ribbon. The Backstage view will appear. There are many options on the Backstage view. We will discuss these one by one. The back arrow is the Return to Excel option. You can use the arrow to close Backstage view and return to Excel. Info. The info pane will appear whenever you access Backstage view. It contains information about the current workbook. You can also inspect the workbook and set production controls. New. From here, you can create a new blank workbook or choose from a large selection of templates. Open. From here, you can open recent workbooks as well as workbooks saved on your OneDrive or on your computer. Save. Use the Save option and Save As options to save your workbook to your computer or to your OneDrive. Print. From the Print pane, you can change the print settings and print your workbook. You can also see a preview of your workbook. Share. From here, you can invite people to view and collaborate on your workbook. You can also share your workbook by emailing it as an attachment. Export. You can choose to export your workbook in another format like PDF or Excel 97 to 2003. Close. You can use the Close option to close the current workbook. Account. From the Account pane, you can access your Microsoft account information, modify your theme and background, and sign out of your account. Options. Here you can change various Excel options. For example, you can control the Quick Analysis preferences, Auto Recover settings, or language preferences. So today we learned about the Backstage view and the options on the Backstage view. Thank you. Welcome to Skill Venue. In this video, we will learn about compatibility mode. Sometimes you may need to work with workbooks that were created in earlier versions of Microsoft Excel, such as Excel 2003 or Excel 2000. When you open these types of workbooks, they will appear in compatibility mode. Compatibility mode is a mode that disables certain features, so you will only be able to access commands found in the program that was used to create the workbook. For example, if you open a workbook created in Excel 2003, you can only use tabs and commands found in Excel 2003. Here in the image, you can see that the workbook is in compatibility mode. This means that this will disable some of the Excel 2013 features such as sparklines and slicers. In order to exit the compatibility mode, you will need to convert the workbook to the current version type. However, if you're collaborating with others who only have access to an earlier version of Excel, it's best to leave the workbook in compatibility mode so the format will not change. To convert the workbook, click on the File tab to access the Backstage menu. On the Backstage menu, on the Info tab, click Convert. Once you click Convert, you will get an option to save the workbook. Choose a desired location of your choice and click Save. So today we learned about compatibility mode. Thank you. Welcome to Skill Venue. In this video, we're going to learn about creating and opening workbooks. Excel files are called workbooks. Whenever you start a new project in Excel, you will need to create a new workbook. There are several ways to start working with a workbook in Excel. You can choose to create a new workbook either with a blank workbook or a pre-designed template, or open an existing workbook. To create a new blank workbook, click on the File tab and the Backstage view will appear. On the Backstage view, click the blank workbook icon and a new blank book will appear. In addition to creating new workbooks, you will often need to open a workbook that was previously created and saved. Navigate to the Backstage view again and click Open. Select Computer and click Browse. The Open dialog box will appear. Locate and select your workbook and then click Open. If you have opened the desired workbook recently, you can also browse the recent workbooks rather than search for the file. So today we learned about how we create a new workbook and open existing workbooks. Thank you. Welcome to Skill Venue. Now that you have completed your session on Create and Open Workbooks, it's time to review and reflect. Here's a list of exercises that you can do yourself to revise. Create a new blank workbook, open an existing workbook, pin a folder to Backstage view, create a new workbook using template. Thank you. Welcome to Skill Venue. Now that you have completed your first session on getting started with Excel 2013, it's time to review and reflect. Here are some of the exercises that you can do it yourself to revise. Open Excel 2013. Click through all of the tabs and review the commands on the ribbon. Try minimizing and maximizing the ribbon. Add a command to the Quick Access toolbar. Navigate to Backstage view and open your account settings. Try switching worksheet views. Close Excel. You do not have to save the workbook. Thank you. Welcome to Skill Venue. In this video, we will learn about using templates. A template is a pre-designed spreadsheet which you can use to create a new workbook. Templates often include custom formatting and predefined formulas, so they can save you a lot of time and effort when starting a new project. To create a new blank workbook from a template, click on the File tab to access the Backstage view. On the Backstage view, select New and several templates will appear below the blank workbook. Select a template and review it. A preview of the template will appear along with additional information on how the template can be used. Click Create and use the selected template. A new workbook will appear with the selected template. Let's look at this in Excel. Use the File tab to go back to the Backstage. Click New and you will notice all the templates appear here. Select a template and you will see the description of the template. Use Create to create a blank workbook with the selected template. So today we learned about how we create workbooks from template. Thank you. Welcome to Skill Venue. In this video, we will learn about the worksheet views. Excel 2013 has a variety of viewing options that change how your workbook is displayed. You can choose to view any workbook in normal, page layout, and page break view. These views can be useful for various tasks, especially if you're planning to print the spreadsheet. Here's how a page looks in the normal view. Here's how a page looks in the page layout view. And here's a look at the page break view. Let's look at these in an Excel sheet. The first icon here at the bottom displays the normal page view. The second option is the page layout view, and the third option is the page break preview. So today we learned about the worksheet views and page layout. Thank you. Welcome to Skill Venue. In this video, we are going to learn about Microsoft Excel 2013. Excel 2013 is a spreadsheet application in the newest Microsoft Office suite. This tutorial will show you how to use the powerful tools in Excel 2013 for organizing, visualizing, and calculating your data. In this video, we are also going to learn about the Excel interface. When you open Excel 2013 for the first time, the Excel Start screen will appear. From here, you'll be able to create a new workbook, choose a template, and access your recently edited workbooks. To begin, click on the blank workbook. The Excel interface has some important sections to be familiar with. These are highlighted here for your convenience, and we will discuss each one of these. The first one is the Quick Access Toolbar. The Quick Access Toolbar lets you access common commands no matter which tab is selected. By default, it includes the Save, Undo, and Repeat commands. You can add other commands depending on your preference. The Ribbon. The ribbon contains all the commands you will need to perform common tasks in Excel. It has multiple tabs, each with several groups of commands. Command Group. Each group contains a series of different commands. Simply click any command to apply it. Some groups also have an arrow in the bottom right corner, which you can click to see even more commands. Name box. The name box displays the location or name of a selected cell. In the image below, cell B4 is selected. Note that cell B4 is where column B and row 4 intersect. Formula bar. In the formula bar, you can enter or edit data, a formula, or a function that will appear in a specific cell. In the image below, cell C1 is selected and 1984 is entered into the formula bar. Note how the data appears in both the formula bar and in cell C1. Row. A row is a group of cells that runs from the left of the page to the right. In Excel, rows are identified by numbers. Row 10 is selected in the image below. Column. A column is a group of cells that runs from the top of the page to the bottom. In Excel, columns are identified by letters. Column H is selected in the image below. Cell. Each rectangle in a workbook is called a cell. A cell is the intersection of a row and a column. Simply click to select a cell. Cell B3 is selected in this example. With that, we have come to the end of the video. Today, we learned about Microsoft Excel 2013, which is a spreadsheet application and helps you organize, visualize, and calculate data. We also learned about the Excel interface, which includes the Quick Access Toolbar, the ribbon, command groups, name box, formula bar, row, column, and cell. Thank you. Welcome to Skill Venue. In this video, we are going to learn about the ribbon. If you have previously used Excel 2010 or 7, Excel 2013 will feel familiar. It continues to use features like the ribbon and quick access toolbar, where you will find commands to perform tasks in Excel, as well as Backstage View. Excel 2013 uses a tabbed ribbon system instead of traditional menus. The ribbon contains multiple tabs, each with several groups of commands. You will use these tabs to perform the most common tasks in Excel. The Home tab is the first tab, which gives you access to some of the most commonly used commands for working with data in Excel 2013, including copying and pasting, formatting, and number styles. The Home tab is selected by default whenever you open Excel. The Insert tab allows you to insert charts, tables, sparklines, filters, and more, which can help you visualize and communicate your workbook data graphically. The Page Layout tab allows you to change the print formatting of your workbook, including margin width, page orientation, and themes. These commands will be especially helpful when preparing to print a workbook. The Formulas tab gives you access to the most commonly used functions and formulas in Excel. These commands will help you calculate and analyze numerical data such as averages and percentages. The next tab is the Data tab, which makes it easy to sort and filter information in your workbook, which can be especially helpful if your project contains large amount of data. The Review tab can be used to access Excel's powerful editing features, including comments and track changes. These features make it easy to share and collaborate on workbooks. The View tab allows you to switch between different views for your workbook and freeze panes for easy viewing. These commands will also be helpful when preparing to print a workbook. Contextual tabs such as Design tab will appear on the ribbon when working with certain items like tables and pictures. These tabs contain special command groups that can help you format these items as needed. We will now go into Excel and take a look at these tabs. Notice that the first tab is the Home tab, then we have the Insert tab, the Page Layout tab, Formulas tab, Data tab, the Review tab, and the View tab. And the fact that I have a table inserted here, when I click on the table, I see the Design tab, which is the contextual tab which appears only when I have certain items on my sheet. With that, we have come to the end of this lesson where we reviewed the Excel ribbon. Thank you.